Hey, Divine Reflections. It's your girl Cass. Welcome to my page or channel, Cass the Light. I hope everybody's having an abundant, blissful, and magical day. And something was just came to mind, right? Because I just seen something and it was talking about accountability. How, don't get triggered at the facts, especially if you know it's true. Just acknowledge it and work on it. And I was just like, it made me think about like my own personal journey, right? And just like how far I've come. And it just made me think about like, do not wait for other people to give you your flowers. Give yourself your own flowers. Like, acknowledge all of the changes that you make. Acknowledge all of the steps that you took to who you are today. Just look. Like, it's always good to look forward, don't get me wrong, but taking that time to just sit still and just like really think about how far have you come, all the obstacles, all the challenge, all the just procrastination, even the lack of discipline, just how you used to think, how you used to move is like totally different than who you are today. And I'm just like so proud of myself. And I don't think I give myself enough credit because like I'm always thinking like there's something to, grow from, there's something to learn, because I know I'm a master's student. I love learning new things each and every day. But sometimes I feel like I don't really sit down and be like, girl, like you've come a long way. Like, you did so much work, and actually like love on yourself and give yourself credit. Like, are we always growing and expanding? Can we always do something to change and get better and better each and every day? Absolutely. But sometimes it's okay to just like be still and just be like, no, you've done a lot. Like a lot. Because even just me reflecting, like one of my reflections just told me the other day how like, he loves my point of view and how I speak, and you can tell that like I speak from the heart. And I'm just like, it really like touched my heart to hear those words, because I just know how far like I've grown just even in my spiritual journey. Just like, if I've always talked from a place of the heart, but how I deliver my messages now, I feel like are completely different from how I used to. I know I used to be really like assertive, some might say aggressive, in how I used to speak, because I was really I'm still am, but I was super passionate about what I was saying, and it was also hurting me then that like a lot of my reflections, my community, my family, my friends were not aware of these things that I became aware of. And so I was like really like in your face sometimes trying to get the message out. And now I look at myself where like I'm way more calmer, I'm way more at peace. I've done some healing. I'm healed. I'm gonna say that, but even though we're always healing, but if you speak things into existence. So like I feel like the way I deliver my messages now are completely different. And it was funny because I was saying to him how like, yeah, I used to be super assertive, where I feel like my message can sometimes feel like an attack. While my messages now may trigger you, but I feel like it's not so much of an attack about what I'm saying. I feel like you might be more open-minded to actually hear me out and just look at it as like, okay, that's a different perspective, and not feel like you have to be so defensive in what the message is, right? Because at the end of the day, even though I speak, whether you're don't have my perspective or not where I'm at in life, I have no judgment. I don't love you any less. I don't look at you any less just because you haven't come to terms with certain things or haven't done the work. Because at one point I was that unhealed person who was projecting, who couldn't take accountability, or just expecting expectations out of people, which is so unfair. And so, but I think with how I deliver things now, it just allow people to just, see themselves more into like, oh, I didn't look at it that way, or I didn't see it that way. Because there's a lot of things that we're still like unlearning and relearning. We're still healing from, we're still being triggered by. And so it's a lifelong journey to heal. But I think still, if you know you've done the work or even attempted, because we may not always get it right the first time, there's still things that I've healed from, that I'm still healing from, and that I'm still working on myself. Like, even though I'm aware, to actually do it and apply it is a whole different conversation. And then to know that you might be triggered by it again, but how you handle it, how quickly you're able to address it, or not even allow it to affect you, is so powerful. And so give yourself your flowers. Like, even if you're just making like one step, or run it back, but you're able to come back stronger from where you were before, you deserve to be proud of yourself. You deserve to give yourself credit. You deserve to just love on yourself and understand that you're a work in progress, and that you're always doing your best. It may not feel that way all the time, but like, we have our ups and downs, and sometimes what may seem like a little is our best at that time and moment, day, in whatever situation that it may be. But it was just like me having that moment. I'm just like, yo, like, I've really been doing it. Like, and I don't think I've been giving myself enough credit. And I think us as people don't give ourselves enough credit when we are doing the work, because we just know there's so much more work to be done for those who do fully take accountability and know that there's just more. But always like relish and be present. Like, you're here, you're aware, you're conscious, you're making an effort to just love on yourself, be compassionate, be empathetic, to move in love and light. And all of that matters. It doesn't go unnoticed. And so you shouldn't not recognize those aspects about yourself as well, because you deserve it. You deserve your flowers now. You shouldn't have to wait for your life to be, this life to be over in order for those flowers to be given, or for somebody else to give it to you. But just honor yourself in that capacity, to know that like you're enough, you're worthy, regardless. As long as you're moving in love and light and you're doing the best that you can, like, you are worthy, you are enough. And anything that you continue to do, it's just, it gets better. That's it. It just better. It grows, you expand. And that's really all I wanted to say, because I'm just like really proud of myself. Like, nobody can tell me that I haven't done the work. Nobody can tell me like I haven't changed. Like, every day I make it my business to learn something that I can apply to, grow. Whether, maybe it's not all the things I should be focused my attention, but I know that's a constant effort that I know I'm putting into myself, because that's who I want to be and continue to be and continue to grow into. And so I'm giving myself flowers. And if nobody is giving you your flowers, divine, let me be there to tell you that you are amazing. You are divine, that I'm proud of you. You are doing it, and to continue to do it, and that continue to just move in your purpose, move in your mission, move in your love and your compassion, and that nobody needs to validate you, that you can validate yourself, because God validates you. Your ancestors are with you to validate you. Your angels are there to validate you. And so, yeah, you are it. Okay, you've been it, and continue being it. Pyramid. Okay, so that's all I wanted to say. And if nobody told you today, let me be the first one to tell you, Divine Reflection, that I love you. I support you, and keep doing your best, because you are more than enough. And I hope you have a great rest of your day, evening, whenever you're watching this. May it be filled with love, compassion, abundance, empathy, joy, bliss, wealth, health, just all the goodness that God has to offer. I hope you embody it. I hope you bask in it. And if you haven't already, please like, share, or subscribe. And I will see you guys next time.